You're going to be right here, right here.
Coming to you live from beautiful Vago Field, this is AU Spartan Media and AU Spartan Radio bringing you this non-conference matchup between your Aurora University Spartans and the Big Blue of Milliken University. I'm Robert Zaglinski here with my newcomer partner, AJ Fabris.
How we doing, everybody? We were ready for some Aurora football or what? Let's go.
Welcome to the team, AJ. AJ,
Thank you.
It hasn't been the best start for the Spartans, and second-year head coach Rick Ponce is they're so far 0-2 on the season, but they still have everything in front of them, including their entire Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference schedule. We'll typically say NAC, but that's obviously the first time. What kinds of things are you looking for today against Milliken for Aurora to get back in the swing of things this season?
You know what? It is so early in the season. I don't have a worry in the world right now. 0-2, you look at the stats, you look at the numbers, and you say, oh, it's been a rough start, but they have all the time in the world to get their game going again. They're going to start the freshman quarterback today, Jaron Rogers, number 14, over the original quarterback, Kendall Lawson. So that is something to definitely look out for today.
Is his inexperience a factor here, or do you feel like it's just something where he steps out on the field and he's confident, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into?
You know what? Absolutely. I was going to go towards that. It is absolutely not a bad thing about his inexperience. I'd actually say it's something good. It's something that means he's going to go out there with a clean slate, a blank mind, and he has nothing to lose. He's just going to go out there and play, and that's what they're going to have to do if they want to win.
He hasn't made any mistakes, you're right, so what's there to worry about for him? How about elsewhere offensively for the Spartans? Who can we watch out for?
Today I look out for the very tall receiver at 6'3", number 8, Peter Rizzi. He has 7 catches on the season, 87 yards. He's averaging the most yards per catch at 12.43. I would absolutely look for him to get involved today. He hasn't scored a touchdown all season. I'm sure he's looking for his first one. Could be today. I'd look out for him.
Number 17, Lorenzo Williams, is also making his first start after an injury-plagued summer. What do you expect from him today?
You know what, I'm looking for him to use his size. You mentioned the injury. It gave him time to work on his core, work on getting bigger. He is the biggest receiver listed on the roster at 205 pounds. He's a junior. He's been here before. He knows what he's doing. Look for him to use his size to catch footballs today.
How about defensively? Who can we watch for on the Spartans? Because there are some guys up there with total tackle numbers. It doesn't necessarily speak the overall defensive success, but some guys have been making plays, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I would look out for today. Let's go with Alex Melandro, the 6'1" linebacker. He's a junior, coming at 225 pounds. You know I'm all about my size today. Looking for bigger players here, but Alex Melandro, a linebacker.
What about from the Milliken side? Who's someone we can watch for them to make plays, for those that aren't familiar with Milliken's roster or any of their assets?
Well, you don't have to be familiar with the roster to note Nico Stepina. He's thrown over 50% for passing and 4 touchdowns on the season. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance here.
The national anthem.
That too. Play ball.
A stirring rendition of our nation's anthem.
That was moving.
That was very moving.
Nothing says let's play football at the national anthem.
We are 35 seconds away from kickoff. Really quickly, so you mentioned Stepina.
Oh, yeah.
How can the Spartans defense sort of adjust? Because he's been pretty explosive. He's been making plays all over for Milliken, and I mean it's obvious that he'll probably be the key to success for either team, depending on his performance.
You can adjust by looking for pass. I mean, you can tell. You can tell by looking.
As simple as that.
You can tell by looking at what they have going on here. They love to pass the football. 500 yards passing on the season to just 200 yards rushing. 4 touchdown passes from Stepina. They love to throw the ball, look for pass, and adjust for run.
It's as simple as that. We're just about ready to kick off here from Vago Field. As the Spartans will start defensively.
And it'll be Demetrius Looper on the other side, on Milliken side, ready to receive the kick.
Number 24, Zach Mirabelli on the kick for the Spartans, getting ready for the coverage.
And you
Let's
can
see what they have in store.
You can feel the energy right now. They're ready to get their first win.
It's not a sign of desperation. I feel like it's more of a quiet confidence that they possibly have more in store than they've shown in the first 2 games. And Mirabelli, little squib kick, sends it out of bounds, and that'll be a flag. Milliken should get the ball around the 40-45 yard line, kicking it out of bounds. Not exactly how you want to start a game.
Yeah, good field position for Milliken starting off things.
Spartans defensively should be fine despite the miscue. You mentioned Melandro. He's probably the guy that's setting the tone. How about senior Anthony Dory, number 44 Anthony Dory? Is he someone we can highlight to sort of galvanize the group today?
Absolutely. At this point, leadership is definitely a key that the Spartans need to look for. Look for him to lead the team. They need guidance. They need someone to follow, and he could be the guy.
Stepina steps to the line for Milliken, and they're just about ready offensively. Stepina ready for the snap. Hands off, and he's tackled immediately by
You see
by Anthony Dory.
I believe every single Aurora Spartan was in on that play. All 11 of them got that tackle right there.
Freshman Andre Colvin on the carry for Big Blue, and the Spartans defense all over him.
And that's the way they got to start the game. Now the energy's up. Now they're ready for the next play. Defense looking in for the next play. Getting ready for the next snap.
3 wide receivers set to the right for Big Blue. Stepina in the shotgun. Try the same thing. He'll step back and pass. Throws it. Almost picked off the receiver's hands.
And those are the opportunities that they're going to have to take advantage of. They love to throw the ball. It's going to be happening all day. The ball was tipped in the air for a second there. Could have been intercepted. That's something that they need to take advantage of.
No huddle. 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 here for the Spartans. Can get up the field. Force a 3 and out. Great start to the game. Stepina.
They've been on the left side of the field for this whole possession so far. Still on the left side.
Stepina on their heels. You don't have to say that. Sorry. That's me. Stepina takes it, looks, pressure, steps out of it. Spartans can't get him down, and they convert, but it's dropped. They did not convert. Merriweather, 2 consecutive passes dropped. Number 88, Avante Merriweather, and the Spartans forced a 3 and out.
Well, you know what? That throw was not on spot. It was a little bit low for the receiver. Not like Stepina to put it there, and that'll be a turnover. Or excuse me, that will bring up 4th down.
You can't miss open guys, and with that, Big Blue will punt. Number 6.
A 3 and out is exactly what they wanted to start.
Rather, number 2, Danny Logerato will be back to return. Next time it'll be the senior Rizzi.
Got a flag on the play?
Booming. Flag will await that as Logerato has a fair catch. We'll await the signal on the call. As the head linesman or head official signals us. So a good start here for the Spartans. At least to get the ball back, pending the penalty, AJ.
They're going to start the ball at the 21-yard line.
A false start on Big Blue. So
illegal formation.
Or rather, illegal formation.
Thank you.
So
What's that?
Spartans will decline and take possession. Spartans will decline and take possession as the freshman Rogers steps out. Has his full complement of weapons.
And there's got to be nothing but excitement for the freshman. You know, like he hasn't had a stat all season, so we'll see what he can do here.
Number 29, senior Brandon Evans in the backfield. Lorenzo Williams, the senior, on the right side with Logerado and Rizzi on the left. And a handoff to Evans from Rogers, and he's stacked up immediately by Milliken.
Yeah, he tried to hit the hole there. It just collapsed on him right away. Nowhere to go on that play.
Offensive line not its best on their first play. Second down. 2nd and 9, a 1-yard gain.
And how they're doing this, they're having the receivers come in and relay the play versus the quarterback coming to the sideline is what you usually see. A
different communication, so sort of the quarterback can get set. It helps Rogers probably too. Rogers ready for the snap. 3 receivers set again, and a handoff to Evans, and he's not going to get much, maybe 2, maybe 3 yards.
There wasn't a hole on the play, but the line moved the line forward a couple of yards. He was able to get there, but once again, no hole to go through. He stopped.
Sometimes a stalemate is all it takes, and we'll have 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Spartans, trying to convert and keep the drive going. Offensive line will be key here. What kind of... Rogers hasn't been asked to make a play yet. Do they throw here?
I'd look for the one-on-one matchup towards us right here, number 17.
Williams, and another handoff to Evans. Evans trying to get the edge, and he got the first down.
And no, that's his heart right there. That's lowering the shoulder, knowing where the first down marker is, and getting it done. That's
a 6-yard gain by Evans for the first down. Spartans convert, keep the drive rolling. Offensive line got some great push there, led by the left tackle senior Tyler Jancek and left guard Mario Labranca.
I'd also like to correct myself. Rogers is going to the sideline to get the plays and bring them back in. My apologies.
3 wide receiver trips set to the right. Evans still in the backfield. Lorenzo Williams on the left. Rogers trying to draw the defense off sides. Play fake, screen to Logerado. He sends it high. That one got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he had much of an opportunity. It was also not a spiral, per se. It was definitely a duck thrown well over his head. I don't think there was really a play there. Other than that, if the play was made, I think there was enough for him to get some good yards on that. That will come with time. Number 14, Rogers, brand new to the system.
Yeah.
He'll get that throw. 2nd
down for the Spartans off of the missed screen attempt. Spartans will send 3 receivers to the left again and going 4 wide. Going 4 wide the whole time.
Peter Rizzi here, one-on-one. Tallest receiver, look for him.
And Rogers completes to Williams on the slant attempt. Close to a first down. Be about 3rd and 1. Maybe 3rd and inches.
Yeah, the defender was there with him the whole time. The defender even got a hand in there, tried to slap at his hands. He was able to bring that in.
And a nice completion, something that gets riders into rhythm. I think that an easy pass like that sort of puts them into a comfort level, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely. The receivers are going to have to help them out today to get their freshman quarterback on a roll.
4 wide receivers, or the 3 wide receivers set, fullback in the backfield. Rogers trying to draw him off sides. Gets the call from offensive coordinator Eric Studeman. Logerado motions in. And a handoff to Evans, almost stacked up, trying to convert and pushing the pile. And we're going to be close to a first down. I think Evans got it. Evans may have gotten it after being stacked up at least 2 or 3 yards in the backfield.
They're going to need a measurement on this one. Once again, that is just heart from your running back, putting his shoulder down, not afraid to go in there.
How about the offensive lineman, number 71, senior Matt Yates, stepping in there, trying to push Evans over the line, and the Spartans convert. Have to commend Yates' effort there. The right guard. Not a bad start here. Nothing too explosive per se, but they're moving the ball. Rogers seems like he's in command. It seems like he's comfortable, and the Spartans keep the drive going again. Logerado in the backfield with Rogers. Rogers takes the handoff. Swing out. Rather, that is number 23.
Chris Anderson.
Chris Anderson, my mistake. And he's brought down for a minimal gain on the swing pass.
You see Anderson getting involved there. After Brandon Evans, he's taken some blows on these runs. Chris Anderson getting in there to get some takes off of his hands.
Rogers in the set. Spartans typically have been going no huddle, but it looks like they're trying to get Rogers more comfortable, trying to get him more comfortable within the offense. As we have a 4 wide receiver set again. Evans back in the backfield. Rogers sticking the shotgun. Rogers hands off to Evans, and Evans runs over a big blue defender. 5-yard gain.
Evans is just a beast out there. He is just the first guy he sees. He's not trying to juke him. He's lowering his shoulder, bringing the hit. You know what, if he keeps on doing that all game, I don't think there's going to be a defender out there who wants to make that tackle.
Another 3rd down here for the Spartans, 3rd and 5. Evans coming out of the game. No, he'll stay in. 3rd and 5 for the Spartans, trying to convert. Anderson will come out. What kind of play call do we see here? Another slant, maybe an Evans stretch?
You know what, I wouldn't go with any finesse right here. I would go straight down the heart. Evans is running the ball like a beast right now. I think that Evans can easily get 4 yards out of this play.
4 wide receivers set. Evans in the backfield. Rogers again looking for his receiver. Throws it low to Logerado. I believe that skipped the ground. Incomplete.
No, there was just nothing there on that play. 2 defenders swarming the targeted receiver. Nothing much the quarterback could do. Actually, in spiking the ball on the ground, he actually made the right decision. They're going to have to go ahead and punt, but that easily could have been a lot worse than it was.
Was that Rogers not throwing the ball away, or was that just him?
You know,
was that him making a conscious decision?
No, conscious decision. You know, it's that split-second decision. When you see your receiver and you see the defenders coming, that's a split-second decision to throw it low. Put it in a place where only your receiver can catch it.
Mirabelli to punt for the Spartans. Sends it deep on high 1. And fair caught.
And what that means, that drive right there.
By number 23, Chase Robbins.
They might not have scored, but the field position is what's good about that drive. They're going to start over on the 15-yard line versus, I believe they were on 40, 45-yard line.
It puts the defense in good position. It's Rogers doesn't have to be explosive. As long as he's in command of the offense and the defense is comfortable, you know, they're put in positions to succeed. That's the formula for a good game, I think.
They got a long way to go here, 85 yards to the end zone.
Stepina, after a few miscues on the first drive of the game, will get a second chance here for Milliken, as the Spartans defense swarmed Milliken's offense that first drive. Stepina in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Takes the snap. And a handoff will have about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Brought down by number 55, Nico Dela Cruz.
And you know what I like? There's nothing but blue jerseys on every single tackle. There's about 8 or 9 Spartans in on that tackle right there. Everyone's getting involved.
Seems to be a conscious effort for everybody to be swarming, everybody to have that team mentality. Stepina in the backfield with Colvin again. He'll take the snap. Quick slant to the right, and he'll convert.
That's what we're talking about right there with the passing. Stepina really comfortable back there. He's got a cannon. You can see it on that play. He shows it off. Throws a dart to his receiver for a first down.
Spartans defense will have to adjust. Milliken in a no huddle.
Yeah, they're on a roll right here, looking to push, definitely.
Stepina getting the call from his offensive coordinator.
It's no huddle, but they're slowing things down a little bit here. It's a no huddle, but it's a calm no huddle.
It's a sort of semi-no huddle. It's not going right away as Stepina fake handoff to the right, and Colvin will be brought down. Spartans defense telegraphed that one.
That's a shoestring tackle right there. Caught his foot on the going to the left
Dory
there.
with his second tackle for a loss today. A rather 1 yard gain, but another great play by Dory, the senior. Stepina looking for the call again. Spartans defense sort of seemed to have this Milliken offensive rhythm down despite their struggles. It feels like they're set and are prepared here. Stepina looking, throws it out, complete, and that'll be about a 10-yard gain. Convert the first down. Number 84, Brady Coffin, the senior, on the completion from Stepina, an accurate pass.
What happened there was Lewis Leager, the defender on the play, lost his footing. Nothing he could really do there. The receiver was able to come back to the ball and get a nice gain.
Simple curl route, and they convert. First down for Milliken. Stepina seems to have more of a comfort level in this drive despite any Spartan disruption. Takes the snap, fake handoff, bootleg to the right, dumps it off to number 45. Chris Basso be close to a first down. Milliken's content to do what the Spartans were doing, just methodically drive down the field.
And you know what? They're getting in that passing rhythm. If they pass again on this, you could say it's safe to say they've abandoned the run play for this drive at least. Definitely getting in their rhythm with their passing, as you can expect from a team of this passing caliber.
4 wide receivers set for Milliken. Also a shotgun. Colvin next to Stepina in the backfield. Stepina.
Yeah, they're going to pass again.
Looking, pressured, rolls out to the right, trying to make something out of it, throws the ball up, but he was out of bounds. He'll lose yardage on the play.
And that's where you got to look at that. They're getting to the quarterback on that play. They're going to say, you know what, if you're going to keep passing it, we're going to get to you before you can even get that ball off.
Stepina had to throw the ball away as number 84, Brady Coffida, came open. A loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. Third down. The officials trying to make sense of it. And there's a flag on the Spartans, a late hit out of bounds. Not a smart play by the Spartans, as they had Stepina dead to rights.
No, they had him there. It could have been third down.
15-yard penalty.
15 yards.
Milliken, you can't give free yards away, AJ.
No, you cannot. We talked about field position earlier. That's slowly disappearing here. They're in Spartan territory at the 36-yard line.
Spartan territory, 36-yard line. First down for Milliken. Stepina getting comfortable. Spartans trying to slow this offense down. Stepina, 3 receiver set motion. Swing out to Colvin. Smooth pass, breaking his way through. Spartans swarm, but we have about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Milliken's offensive objective seems to be working.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the 30-yard line.
That was a hard hit, hard blow to the running back. I don't think he's going to want to take any more of those this game.
Number 40, Anthony Dory, all over the field.
Spartans were able to wrap him up on that play. Number 40 came in, just gave him a huge blow.
Dory has had himself a game here in the early going. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first. Stepina and Milliken on the 30-yard line, trying to get the offense set, but it looks like we'll have a Milliken timeout, or a flag rather. Illegal substitution on Milliken, and we'll have a 10-yard penalty. So Milliken shooting itself in the foot as well.
All right, we'll take 5 yards back. We'll take
5 yards rather. Not great discipline shown on back-to-back plays by Milliken or Aurora. Stepina, 2 wide receivers set.
Second down,
double tight.
Look for a pass.
Colvin in the back. Wide receiver motion. And a handoff to that receiver, number 6. Nice play, a fumble. Oh, out of bounds. The Spartans were ready.
Ball was on the ground. Referee's going to rule it. He was down.
Number 6, Cameron Mammon, the sophomore, fumbles the ball. By a nice play by number 35, Jeremy Heyman, the freshman.
They were all over that. They were running there. They threw the ball to the short side of the field here. They were all over and nowhere for him to go.
3rd and long for Big Blue. Colvin still in the backfield. 3 wide receivers for Milliken. Stepina.
3rd and a mile.
3rd and 15, excuse me. Stepina looking deep, pressure, rolls out, looking for a receiver, throws it deep, and he has his man. You can't give Stepina too much time. Even when you pressure him, your secondary can't cover him for that long.
You know, there was pressure on the play, but Milliken, the offensive line, definitely had things in check. As soon as their guy got free, they were able to get back on him, give Stepina enough time to roll around. He was dropping back about 20, 25 yards on that play, was able to come forward, set his shoulders, make the play for a first down.
Milliken converts on 3rd and a mile, and they're at the 23, 22-yard line, or rather the 26-yard line. Stepina in a rhythm. Motions Colvin over. Trying to draw the offense outside. Hands off to Colvin. Colvin will get to 3 or 4 yards on the play. Once again, Spartan's defense on its heels.
And Cam Dante's had enough. He came in there with a huge tackle. You could tell he's playing with a lot of heart out there. You said enough is
Milliken
enough.
on the 24, maybe 23-yard line. Milliken on a drive that started on the 15-yard line. Has had possession for about a 5-minute drive at the moment. Woo. And immediately brought down another play fake.
Play fake had me going too.
Stepina, yeah, I lost track of the ball as Stepina brought the ball down. Tackled by Spartan, minimal gain. 3rd and 1 again for Milliken. Can the Spartans get a stop? Can the Spartans force something new? And we're going to have, I believe, an illegal procedure. Anthony Joy picks up the fumble. Can't be too sure.
False start on the offense.
Another third. 3rd and a mile. 3rd and a mile for Milliken yet again.
Maybe not quite a mile, Robert.
3rd and
3 yards.
3rd and 8.
8. They're moving the sticks all over the place. Can't keep up with them out there. What's up with this crew?
3rd and 8 for Milliken. Spartans in the same situation, trying to keep the game knotted up. Dory's been all over the place. Dog times have been all over the place. Who makes the play or who doesn't?
It's who's going to step up for the Spartan defense on this one. They've been getting a lot of pressure on.
Stepino looking, complete.
He is just
to
really
number 84.
Really showing off that passing.
Brady Coffin on the back shoulder throw. Number 16. Lewis Luger. Really couldn't make a play on it.
At this point, what their offense has come to is run the ball just for the sake of running the ball.
And then throw it to Coffin whenever.
And then throw it up there.
Throw it up to Coffin. Spartans DB struggling early. Stepina. Hands it off to Colvin.
Here's that rock.
Colvin stretch. Brought down again. He's not going to get much there.
No,
2nd down, about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Now that is textbook tackle. He got his head around on the running back running to the sideline. Was able to pop him, bring up his legs, bring him back a couple of yards actually. Stop him for no gain.
Spartans defense still in good position despite Milliken being in the red zone around the 12-yard line. Stepina in full command. Again, who can make a play here? Who can come through?
Now, if you're on the Spartan defense, do you think pass here? Do you assume pass after how much success they have been having?
3 wide receivers set to the right. Trip set. Colvin. Stepina rolling out. Has Colvin right there in the backfield. Brought down by Dela Cruz. About a 4-yard gain. Yet again, 3rd down. Spartans have to get off the field.
De La Cruz able to get him out of bounds before he was able to reach that 1st down marker. Good job of pushing him out of bounds and make sure he doesn't get there. If you can't make the tackle, get him out of bounds as soon as you can.
Stepina on the 10-yard line. 3rd and 4. Milliken on the verge of scoring. Spartans yet again another opportunity to get off the field and force middle points. Big 3rd down yet again. Empty backfield for Stepina. 3 receivers. Fade route. Defended well by number 5. Leo Okiki.
No breathing space there for the receiver.
No breathing room at all for number 14, Kyle Liedlove, the tight end.
He played that perfectly, and they're going to have to resort to a field goal attempt here.
Field goal attempt for Milliken by number 13, Chase Volpert, excuse me.
You got to be happy with your defender there. Louis Oki, smaller defender than the receiver on that play, able to knock that one down.
Saved a touchdown. Good snap. And that field goal is good. 3-0 Milliken here with about 1:44 to go here in the 1st quarter over the Spartans at Vago Field. This is AU Spartan Media, or AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. I'm Robert Zgulski with my partner AJ Favors. And AJ, early impressions here of this non-conference matchup here today.
Well, you know what, Aurora, they're going to have to start looking for pass the whole game. You know, there was a lot of hype coming in about this quarterback, and Stepina has definitely lived up to the expectations. On the defensive side, they're going to have to talk to their backs and get going, stopping on that pass. As far as as far as offense goes, I hope they're going to get some good field position on this. Get a score right away to end that momentum.
Spartans will receive. Number 80, John Walker to receive, as well as number 85, Logan Zavala, the freshman. Back deep. Kickoff by Volpert after making the field goal for Milliken.
You'd like to see a real good return on this one to start it off good.
Volpert getting set, sends it deep.
Booming kick.
Walker has a convoy in front of him.
Finds
Trying to make a play. Has a team. Volpert to beat. Cuts back and a big return by Walker all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Walker must have his hearing aid on because he must have heard me from the booth. That's the return that we needed.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello.
After the big return by Walker, Spartans in prime scoring position. Rogers more than set to take care of the opportunity, perhaps. As the Spartans had excellent blocking on that return. 1st and 10 from the 34. Rogers in with Evans in the backfield, takes the snap. Oh, Rogers almost fumbles the ball. A little bit of a miscommunication there.
It was a read option.
Mistake that was.
It was a read option. 14 had his eyes on the defensive end, looking to see if he should hand it off or go for it, and that's where he lost the transition. He wasn't keeping his eyes where the handoff was going. Lost control of it.
2nd and 11 for the Spartans off of the first down miscue from the 35. 3 or 4 receivers set. Shotgun. Evans still in the backfield with Rogers. Rogers takes the snap, looking, Lozerato, and another misthrown ball by Rogers.
Yeah,
some early struggles here.
You'd like to see him make that play on 2nd down. Definitely put himself in a bad position from the fumble. Unable to make the pass. I don't think the receiver had any chance at that ball. He got a fingertip on it, but not quite there.
Clearly the Spartans were looking for 3rd and manageable, but now it's 3rd and 11. What kind of play do we look for here for Rogers?
Well, I don't think they have a choice but to go to their running back on this play. He's been running the ball like a beast. That's where they've had their success.
4 receivers set. Williams to the right. Rogers, boot left, throws it deep, has a man. Walker had it, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah, no space there on the sideline. Decision was made a little bit late. Nothing the receiver could do.
A bit of inexperience showing there by Rogers on that drive. But the kid clearly has poise. The kid is clearly still not afraid. Looks like the Spartans are going to go for it, though. Excuse me, 4th and 11. Spartans have nothing to lose. Why not? They're on the other side of the field. Defense won't be in bad position. Rogers with Evans in the backfield. 4 receivers set, 4th and 11. Rogers looking, throws it deep. He had Rizzy beat his man clean, and Rogers sails the ball overhead.
And you know what? He inexperience showing here. He had all the time in the world. Had his man downfield, unable to make the pass.
Rizzy on the seam route had him beat clean, and Rogers just missed him.
You know, it's the first quarter though. That play is obviously there. Look for him to make an adjustment for the second quarter and make that pass.
Spartans defense will take over.
Definitely got a little anxious.
At the Milliken 36. So nothing going from the big return by number 80, Logan Walker, for the Spartans, and the defense comes back in the field. Stepina will try to make up for his own miscues from last drive. Milliken back on offense. Stepina, quick swing out, number 6, breaking tackles, number 6, Cameron Mammon again on the reception, about a 4 or 5 yard gain up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Cameron showing off the moves on that play. Juked about 2 defenders on that, able to get out 5 yards on the play.
Trayvon Royal on the stop for the Spartans. 2nd and 4. Pina. Double tight. 3 receivers set. Colvin in the backfield.
They're going to let the quarter wind out here.
And that'll take it to the end of the first. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. To the end of the first quarter, this is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media bringing you this non-conference matchup between the Aurora University football team against Milliken. I'm Robert Zuklitz with my partner AJ Fabers. 3-0 Milliken over Aurora in the early goings. Not a bad start for Aurora. Certainly better than their first 2 games, but still need to find some kind of offensive rhythm here, AJ.
You know what? 3-0 is manageable. Their defense definitely has things in check, despite that last drive there by Milliken, able to get 3 points out of it. And what they're going to have to do is look for more scoring in their quarterback. Their running back definitely delivering running the ball well today.
Evans, clearly a man on a mission. Rizzi had a man beat clean. It's just a matter of giving the ball to them as the team switched sides. Stepino at 2nd and 5 for Milliken. Evans with 16 yards on 5 carries. Could be better for the Spartans, but nonetheless, Milliken on offense. Hand off to Colvin. Stepino, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah,
about a 7-yard gain.
Colvin got real low there towards the first down marker, able to just dive for the first down.
First down at about the 46-yard line for Big Blue. Stepina looking for the call. Spartans defense again on its heels. Nothing too drastic though. Bringing in a fullback, number 45, Chris Basso yet again. 2 receivers set. Basso on the tight end. Colvin in the backfield. Stepina takes the snap. Fake handoff. Play action. Looking deep. Has a man, and he sails that. He had him beat.
And does that play
had his man.
Does that play remind you of the one on our side of the field?
Kofra and Rizzi both having their quarterbacks just missed them on both sides.
That play was very similar to the one where Rogers missed his man downfield.
Stepina. 2 receivers set, 3 receivers set. Koffa getting set back on the left side. Spartans defense in good position here. Colvin in the backfield. Motions over his man, Stepina. Stepina looking screen left, trying to make something out of it. Breaks a tackle. About a 7-yard gain to the Aurora 48.
I'd say it's safe to say they've abandoned the run at this point, and there's really no point to run the ball. They're moving the ball spectacularly.
Well, sometimes
through the air.
a short screen pass or swing out is effectively a run play, given how little the ball has to travel, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, very similar. But the ball's not coming up the middle at all. It's spraying the ball all over the field, left and right.
Stepina. 3 receivers set, excuse me. Colvin in the backfield. 3rd and 3.
Stepina showing his boys out there, directing traffic for the play.
Stepina looking, pressured immediately. Big sack by number 98, Eric Wagner, the freshman, came clean.
Biggest guy out there on the defense. That's the last guy that Stepina wanted to see dropping back on that pass right there.
He came clean, sack, and Milliken will be forced to punt. 4th down.
That's a big guy out there making a big play for the Spartan defense.
Lozerato and Rizzi back deep to return for the Spartans off of the big defensive play by Wagner, the freshman.
A little bit of momentum here for the Spartans. I'd like to see another good return.
Well, a timeout.
They'll take a timeout
by the Spartans, trying to get something set. Trying to get set something A miscue by a Spartan, but nonetheless, they're going to get the ball back. Nice moment there for the freshman.
Absolutely. Sapina moving the ball too pleasantly in that play. Spartan defense had enough of it, and he was able to get back there before he can make any type of decision to get rid of the ball.
Came free and clean on the blitz. Or stunt. Excuse me, that was a defensive lineman. Milliken will talk things over perhaps as well. Or rather, they are talking things over, excuse me. Logerato, Rizzi, next we get everything back in order. Logerato and Rizzi back deep to return. As Milliken punts, number 26, Wyatt Fox, second punt of the day. So the Spartans defense yet again putting the offense in a good spot. Fox sends it high. Logerato, fair catch. Does the smart thing, and the Spartans have the ball around the 30-yard line.
No, that was a really good catch by the receiver on that play. He had a lot of traffic to work through as Milliken was coming to swarm him, able to work his way through and get that fair catch. That's really important.
Spartans offense, after being stymied their first two possessions there in the first quarter, take over with 13-10 here to go in the second. Down by 3. 1st and 10 from the 30 for Rogers. Rogers hands off to Evans. Evans trying to get a seam, and somehow he made that zone stretch, turned into a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, working his way to the sideline on that, found his hole, decided to go for it, got 5 yards on it. Good cut upfield.
Number 66, Max Gouge, an offensive lineman being used as a fullback on that play, comes out back to a more traditional set. For Rogers, Evans and Anderson in the backfield, Williams and Rizzi and Logerato at receiver. 3-receiver set. Rogers. Handoff to play fake to as Rogers sends another ball over a receiver's head. Inexperience showing here for Rogers in his first start.
Yeah, he got a little excited on that play. What's happening is he's seeing his open receiver. He's getting really anxious. He wasn't on his rollout to his opposite side. You want to see him get those shoulders cocked and be able to get the ball downfield on a straight arrow. Instead, he got anxious when he saw his receiver, made the pass right away, and that's why he's sailing the ball over the receiver's head.
3rd and 5 for the Spartans. Another crucial 3rd down. 3rd and 5 from the 35. Rogers trying to make a play, trying to keep the drive going. Walker in at receiver. The slot after his big return. Rogers looking, slant. Walker breaks free.
Open space, no one to beat.
Touchdown Spartans. Logan Walker, the man of the day so far. A big return.
That's the
and
play
a 65-yard touchdown on a slant where he just outran everybody.
He had his man beat. There's no safety back to make the play on that. You could see the poise that Rogers was able to show on that play. He just grabbed the ball. He just showed nothing but poise. Relaxed, waited for his receiver to find that open space, delivered the throw right on. That one was right on target, right to his chest. No one else to beat. Touchdown.
Excuse me, that's John Walker. As Mirabelli, rather, it looks like the Spartans will go for 2. Or at least set it. No, that's a fake. Trying to get the defense out of position. Mirabelli will kick the extra point. Holder Drew Cole, the senior. How about the junior John Walker? Pretty explosive, pretty great day for him so far. A 65-yard kickoff return on the previous possession and turns a 5-yard slant into a 65-yard touchdown. John Walker, the man of the day for the Spartans. Spartans lead 7-3 with 12:16 to go in the second here at Vago Field.
Now, with how well the defense was able to play while the offense was somewhat dry, you'd expect them to come out and really take it to them. The momentum is all in Aurora's favor right now, and you'd expect them to want nothing but a 3-and-out. They're going to go ahead and try to do that, get the ball back. Maybe Aurora can get another score right away. Keep the momentum going.
This is AU Spartan Radio, division of AU Spartan Media. I'm Robert Jaglutsky with my partner AJ Fabris. 12:16 here to go in the second. at Vago Field. Aurora leading Milliken 7-3 off of a few big plays from the junior John Walker. And AJ, Spartans in great position pending Mirabelli's kickoff to Big Blue. Mirabelli getting set for the Spartans. Number 83, Moses McConnell, the sophomore, back deep to return for Big Blue. As Mirabelli set.
Now, if you're on the
Sends it deep.
if you're making the tackle, you're looking to strip the ball. You want to get the ball
Number
right back.
2 for Big Blue mishandles the ball, trying to make something out of it. Spartans swarm him at the 4-yard line.
Now you want to talk about field position. The 4-yard line is a great spot to start.
Great spot for the Spartan defense. Not a great spot for Stepina. A mile to go to even salvage anything on this drive. Stepina has his hands full with the Milliken offense.
What happened was the return man was out of the end zone when he made contact with the ball. The ball came back in the end zone. He had to bring it back out. He tried to direct traffic there. He's telling his guys, I got to bring it out. I got to bring it out. Nowhere to go. The returner, the kick team was downfield in a heartbeat.
Demetrius Loper mishandling that ball. That's a crucial thing. Stepina now has to go 95 yards to match the Spartan score.
Showing blitz on the left side.
De La Cruz with the senior Snodgrass.
Weak side.
Hand off to Colvin, breaks a tackle. About a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Colvin came out of there like a bat out of hell. The defender was able to get an arm on him, arm tackle, able to shake that one off.
Snodgrass will come out. The junior Leach, Byron Leach, number 95, will come in. Defensive end. Stepina, 2nd and 5. Stepina getting things in order. It's the snap, another handoff to Colvin, left side, and this time he's brought back in the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on that play.
Now we talked about
Spartans clearly in position and ready.
Eight Spartans in on that play. Huge gang tackle. Swarmed before he can get anything going.
Sometimes it seems a little spark player like Walker comes in and makes a play and it galvanizes the rest of the team. Inspiration isn't that a loss, is it, AJ? Stepina. 3rd and 7 from his own 8. Looking.
Back to their bread and butter on the pass.
Kofita catches it and they'll convert.
Yeah,
a big play by Milliken to his number 1 man, Kofita.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter right there.
Kofita on the slant converts on number 5, Okiki of the Spartans. Spartans had him backed up. Now Milliken has a little breathing room. Can they make something out of it? Stepina. Handoff. Brought back. Certainly, Milliken can't run the ball.
Now Spartan defense all over the run play.
So an adjustment has to be made on otherwise defensively. As we move forward.
Yeah, I have no problem
gain,
with them
2nd and 10.
on first down. No problem at all.
Spartans will take that. The offensive line can't seem to create any holes. Stepina. 3 receiver set. Look, trying to get some of the Spartans off sides. We'll reset and we'll have a false start. A little bit too much work. And motion by Stepina. Lose yards. 2nd and 15 for Milliken. At their own 13. Stepina. Colvin in the backfield. Looking. Screen. Receiver screen.
Incomplete.
Mishandled the ball. Never had control of it. Not a fumble. Incomplete pass. 3rd and long. Spartans defense prepared for anything Milliken trying to throw at them at this point.
And here we are back on 3rd down once again.
3rd and long, been the bane or miscue for the Spartans today. 3rd and long especially.
There's not a person in this stadium right now who doesn't know it's going to be a pass.
Stapina. Spartans defense getting set.
It's my friend. She said it's too quiet. You can't hear it on the stream.
You turn it up. Spartan defense in good position. Turning up. Third and long. 3rd and 20. 4 big blue. Hand off to Colvin, trying to catch him off sides. And Milliken will punt. Spartan defense flexing their muscles that drive.
Yeah, able to get back to the original line of scrimmage on that play. It looked like a pretty decent game, but when you look at the 1st down marker well down the field, you say, you know what, we're gonna take the ball back right now.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
A punt by Fox. The Spartans should have excellent field position, barring something unforeseen. Lozerato has it, trying to make something out of it. Has a seam. And not a bad return, about a 10-yard return, excuse me, for Lozerato. Spartans will start at the 40-yard line.
This is the ideal, what we wanted. Get the ball back and get good field position. Look for another score. Keep that momentum going for the offense. You don't want your offense off the field for too long.
Rogers, after a long touchdown pass created by the junior John Walker, can keep this continuity going very well.
A lot of bugs in the press box here.
Excuse me. Rogers with Evans in the backfield. Walker in the slot to the right. Rizzi to our left.
Deep breath from the quarterback. You like to see that. A little bit more poise this time.
Play fake. Lozerato swing pass. Nothing doing there. Salvage some yards and a late hit out of bounds. 15 yards. Not a smart play by Milliken.
The play was absolutely over. He's well out of bounds on that. I don't know why he decided to come in and hit Lozerato, and we'll take our 15 yards, please.
I swear.
Hey, that's against that one thing. That's he should be removed.
Absolutely.
23-yard line
I don't think God would appreciate that shirt.
for the Spartans, just outside the red zone. For Rogers, great position here to take a double-digit lead, leading 7-3. 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Rogers with the 4 receivers set. Can he take advantage?
I'd like to see Rizzi get involved on this play. Tall receiver out there.
Handoff, play fake to Evans at the read option, and that was blown up on the Spartan as Rogers was blown up
And that tackle was
by
well
number 5,
up around the neck.
Nikia Averett.
Brought him down by the throat on that play.
2nd and 14, a 4-yard loss in the play. Spartans back to their 7-13, excuse me, back to their the Milliken 24.
Rogers doing his best impression of the Matrix on that one. Trying to avoid that tackle.
Rogers with the 3 receivers set to the right. Evans in the backfield. Play fake to Evans. Throws it up.
Interference.
And that will be interference. Spartans will be on the 1-yard line. That should be a spot foul.
Yeah, the Runzel Williams and the deep back were definitely hand-to-hand on that play, right next to each other, looking for the ball. As they turn around and look for the ball, defender made contact, brought him to the ground, actually.
Spartans in excellent position.
Milliken doing
not a
nothing but
spot
hurting
foul, a
themselves.
15-yard penalty. Walker will come out.
Milliken has no one to blame but themselves for this drive right here.
Giving away a free 30 yards on 2 penalties. Spartans haven't done anything offensively, just driving. Milliken just giving it to him.
Yeah, makes things easy on your quarterback, allow him to get a little bit more comfortable out there.
Number 4, Brandon Lucas split out to the left alone. Possible fade developing there. Logerado and Williams to the right. Gouge in the backfield with Evans. Rogers has a free play. Offsides, throws it up to Williams. Trying to make the play. Didn't see a flag, even though the defender did jump off. Broken up nicely on the throw to Williams by Milliken. By Loper. Rogers.
I have no problem with them going for that play after the penalty.
First down, you have room to work with. You have breathing room. You can really call whatever you want. You're on your. It's second and goal. You know. Rogers with Gouge still in the backfield with Evans. 3 receivers set. Motion, Logerado, and that'll be a false start by Gouge. Getting too eager. 2nd and 15. Spartan shooting themselves in the foot now. First it was Milliken with nothing to blame but themselves. Now the Spartans throwing away a golden opportunity, at least at the moment. Kush only coming in on specialty plays. The offensive coordinator, Eric Studman, can't be pleased.
Now you got to keep in mind it's 2nd and goal. They didn't have a first down marker to work towards. So we're looking at 2nd and the end zone's about 15 yards away. Rogers.
With Logerado, Walker, Rizzi to the right. Williams looking.
For Williams.
Looking. Rogers coming out of the pocket. Tries to throw the ball away. It was outside the pocket. That won't be intentional grounding. But he had no time.
Intended receiver Rizzi on the play. Able to get there to Bill's quarterback out for intentional grounding.
Spartans' offensive line not giving Rogers much time there.
Rogers just did whatever he could. They grabbed his jersey, able to just get rid of the ball. Bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. After an excellent drive starting on the Milliken side of the field.
I'd like to see a little jump ball. I'd like to see a jump ball out here with Williams once again. See if we can get that.
Williams alone to the left. Boot to the right though. Rogers throws and it's almost picked by Loper. A dangerous throw. Loper can't make the play. The Spartans bailed out. Yeah, attended receiver Peter Rizzi.
Spartans are very fortunate on that play. That ball was not intercepted. They're going to be happy to get this attempted field goal off.
Mirabelli will kick for the Spartans. Be about a 30-yard field goal. Drew Cole on the hold again, trying to take the 7-point advantage.
And the score is definitely what you wanted on this, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown.
3 points at least, despite the opportunity.
3
and
points,
it's good.
3 points complements the Milliken defense. Basically gave them a good drive opportunity after all the penalties that they were making.
With 6:58 to go here in the first half, Aurora leads 10-3 over Milliken in this non-conference matchup. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. I'm Robert Zaglinski with my partner.
I don't know. I'm not going to mess around with it right now. She said headphones are better.
I'm Robert Zaglinski with my partner AJ Fabris, and pretty good game for the Spartans here today, AJ.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? This is the early lead that they were looking to get after. You know, most of these games that they've lost, they've been down at halftime. There's still a lot of time left. There's 7 minutes left in the second quarter, but you'd like to see them once again get that defense off the field ASAP and get their offense right back out there. They're definitely in a groove.
Definitely in a groove. Definitely getting set here. Mirabelli with Loper. Back to return after a near pick. A miscue in the last return.
Yeah.
Loper, this time he'll take a knee. He's not going to...
He'll be wise on this one.
He's not going to make the same mistake.
He said, you know what, I'm tired of getting ganged up on the 4-yard line. I'm going to kneel this ball and take it at the 20. Wise decision. Wise decision.
First and 10, Big Blue.
Special teams definitely in favor of Aurora.
First and 10. At the 25 for Stepina. Nothing too bad going there, but Milliken offense has been stymied since the early goings after a nice rhythm. Stepina, and off to Colvin. A play fake. Lead Love. Not a bad little dump off there to his tight end.
Yeah, tight end just went out there, found an open position right in the middle of the defense there, able to find it, able to catch the ball.
And quick play there by Stepina to sneak over and get the first down. Milliken, a bit of an act of desperation here in this drive.
Yeah, definitely a sense of urgency out there for the Milliken offense.
Sort of not wanting to let the Spartan defense get comfortable after letting them have their way. Stepina. Fake. First down.
Stepina now
really setting things up. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. They're not sure what they want to do on that play.
Spartan's defense, impressive to say the least today. Timeout by Milliken, their first of the half. Here was 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half. Aurora leading 10-3. Seemingly Milliken needs to answer. What has the Spartans defense sort of been doing? Are they mixing up their looks? Are they confusing Stepina? Because it seems like he's not sure with his reads. He's not sure. He's not confident enough in the plays coming in.
It's putting the pressure on at the line of scrimmage before the play. They've been showing blitz. They've been coming off the line. They've been actually blitzing, able to put the pressure on Stepina, making sure that he is not getting comfortable out there. I mean, there's two ways to go about a good passing team. You could rather pressure the quarterback or focus more on getting your guys back and covering downfield. And I think what Aurora is going for is putting the pressure on Stepina, making him make a quick game-time decision when he drops back to pass.
First and 10, the 36, after some confusion there for Milliken. Stepina with Colvin in the backfield, motion over. Hand off to Colvin. Play action. Has a man. Not a bad play. Got me. Number 4, Rion Tutt on the big play from Stepina. Milliken knew what it was doing there.
Yeah, after he makes that play fake, he's just sitting there as if he really did hand off the ball. It's really convincing for us up here in the booth. Definitely convincing for the Aurora defense as the chaos is going on down there. After he does that, he finds his man downfield.
Stepina, after the big 40-yard gain, Colvin in the backfield, 3 receiver set, motions lead Love over, and I believe a timeout by Aurora. That's their second. Milliken, defensive confusion.
Timeout Milliken.
Oh, timeout Milliken, excuse me. So more offensive confusion by Milliken. Well, after taking the timeout last time and dialing it up, maybe this is the way to go. Maybe just save your timeouts and dial up a 50-yard pass play, but then you're not really. But you only have 3 to have. I mean,
you know what?
Spartan's defense still seems to be in good position.
They don't want to be taking these timeouts. These are not planned timeouts whatsoever. They're not sure what they're doing out there offensively after they're getting set. And taking a look at how the defense is reacting to their sets. They're not comfortable out there with what they saw, and they decided to take a timeout. And maybe that is the key to success here. You know, they're going to come back with something. The play action is definitely something that's convincing us up here in the booth. We're having a hard time figuring out where he's going with the ball, so I'm sure it's hard for the Spartan defense. They found a lot of success with the play-action pass.
Well, to be fair, we are experienced defenders, so you could probably fake us out better, but, you know.
Yeah.
Stepina, 1st and 10 from the 28 after the second timeout in as many minutes. Not sure what we have here.
Referee has a text message.
Some game clock issues.
He wants another second on the clock. He wants another second.
That second could be the difference. You never know.
Yeah, we'll put 10 back on.
52-60. Oh, man. Are we starting the game over? Are we starting the game over? Some game clock issues here at Vago Field.
Referee definitely making his money today.
He knows what he wants. Stepina, 1st and 10 again. Finally. Hand off to Colvin.
Colvin buries his head on that play.
Buries his head and gets about 10.
Yeah, he put his head down. Said, you know what, no one's getting in my way on this play. I'm going to bring the ball to the first down marker, but not quite bring it past it. 2nd down and about 3. Quick offensive snap here, running back to the right side.
Colvin stretch.
3 tackles.
Breaks another tackle. Milliken will be at about the 3-yard line.
That's a strong run from a strong running back.
This is the kind of response you need when you've sort of been stymied all day. Milliken on the verge of tying up the game. O'Hardo Stepina quickly to Colvin, breaking a tackle down to the 1.
Why not go back to Colvin on that play?
Down to the 1. Spartan defense, no answers.
Stepina in the backfield by himself on this one.
Stepina looking for the call. Throws a fade route, and the receiver has it. Touchdown, Milliken.
He went up and
on the verge of tying up the game.
Yeah, he went up there and grabbed the ball, fell on his tushy, able to get the butt inbounds for the touchdown.
Not a bad play by Stepina, a better play by the receiver, Volpert. Trying to tie up the game here. And the extra point is good. 10-10. Aurora, or rather 10 Aurora, 10 Milliken, 4:18 to go. Setting up ourselves for a nice heavyweight battle, I guess. A heavyweight battle here at Vago Field. 4:18 to go in the first. 4:18 here to go in the first half. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. I'm Marvis Glensk with my partner AJ Fabris. Pretty good response there by Milliken. I mean, can't lie.
You know, the theme of the game has been those long plays. They're getting each offensive team is getting one huge gain. It's usually over the middle, finding a receiver without anyone back to be able to make the play. So with 4:18, you'd hope that theme would continue. Not a lot of time to get a drive here, but a huge play would be a huge difference maker as they try to score with just 4:18 left in the quarter.
It hasn't been methodical drives. You're right. It's been more of some guy making or coming open and coming through. It was Walker for the Spartans, and it was Confida for Big Blue, and we're all tied up. Volpert.
Two different shoes from the Milliken kicker here.
Well, you have to signify. Yeah, you have to
red.
signify sort of. You know, it looks good. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look good as he kicks it deep. Zavala this time instead of Walker. He has a hole.
Some space.
He's breaking plays, and there is a flag. It might be coming back.
Yeah, he was met at the 39-yard line with a huge hit. Able to get
Zavala with a nice return, but we'll wait to see if any of that yardage is coming back. Or it might even be a late hit out of bounds. Who knows anymore? Holding on the receiving team, and that play will come back. So So what could have been a nice drive starting at the 35. We will be at the, basically a touchback, 25-yard line. The Zavala return negated. And Rogers has to go, basically the length of the field. 3 receivers set. Jaron Rogers has had an up and down day.
You'd like to see him learn from his mistakes earlier and apply them right here for this nice drive.
Can Aurora respond? Handoff to Evans. 4 or 5 yard gain up to the 30-yard line.
The run game getting a little predictable for the Spartan offense. You'd like to see them try to go to the air, have faith in their quarterback.
If you can churn out 4 to 5 yards, is that a bad thing, though?
Not necessarily a bad thing, but with the clock winding down here, the time's going to evaporate quicker than you think.
Rogers.
Long way to go for a touchdown. Long way.
With Walker, Rizzi, and Lozerato, as well as Lucas.
That trips to the left side with only 2 D-backs covering.
Play fake,
so
screen route, Lozerato. Lozerato making the man miss, and he'll gain yardage, and that'll be a first down. Off of 2nd and 6.
Moving the sticks through the air, that's exactly what I called for, and that's exactly what they gave me on that play.
That seems to be one of the Spartan staples. It's trips to the left or the right, and a Lozerato swing out.
First down.
See, we could do this. We can decipher what the Spartan offense is doing here, but Milliken can't seem to. Rogers with Williams to the left, man coverage. Rogers, play fake, read option, and Milliken was all over that. Anderson brought down immediately. Rogers perhaps should have kept that one.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen them run that play all game. They decided to bring it out here in crunch time, and they didn't execute. Play fake, read option. Interesting.
Play fake, read option. Or a swing out. 2nd and 14 for the Spartans. 2:33 to go. Clock winding. Need to see a little bit more urgency here perhaps, as you noted, AJ.
Yes.
Rogers, play fake, quarterback draw. Sliding. Could be a late hit. It won't be a late hit, but certainly makes 3rd down more manageable. 30 up to the 42-yard line, 3rd and 5. Up to 35 for the Spartans offense. Rogers. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. AJ's a funny man. Rogers on 3rd and 5. Big down here for the Spartans. Looking. Throws it deep to Lucas. Can Lucas make the play? Bobble the ball.
Bobbled that one all the way to the ground. You would have liked to see him come away with that one. He had a chance laying on his back.
Excellent coverage, and Lucas still almost came up with it. Not a bad throw by Rogers.
Not a bad throw at all from Rogers. Definitely showing a lot more poise here as the game goes on. Getting a lot more comfortable dropping back to pass. Put that one right on target. It was a great play by the defensive back to make that one incomplete.
Spartans will punt as Mirabelli's set. Sends it deep, almost blocked.
Booming kick.
And we'll have a fair catch by Milliken, number 19, Kyle McMahon. Now Milliken with 1:24 at their own 30.
Now going back to that last play, I know it was incomplete, but it was nothing but greatness to see him put that one on target. Gives the offense a lot more diversity moving forward in this game to keep the defense on their toes, because the defense is saying, you know, it's probably going to be rather a run or a screen pass. Don't look for something too far downfield. Their success from passing only came from that 5-yard slant where he took it all the way downfield. So making a threat downfield, even though it wasn't complete, but making the threat downfield is something that gives the Aurora offense a lot more versatility.
1st and 10 for Milliken at their own 30. 1:24 to go here in the first half. Stepina trying to get some points here. Looking, snap to him, pass to lead. Love a little Out route, simple, out of bounds.
Yeah,
Clock stop.
Lee Love is a lot bigger than everybody out there. He's tall, he's big, he's using his body out there. Definitely a hard guy to cover.
The 6'5" frame, it'll be tough to indeed.
This time he'll line up on the right side of the line of scrimmage.
Stepina, 3 receiver set. Looking.
There he is again.
Looking. Comes open. Kofita on the scene. And 20-yard gain there up to the 40-yard line.
Now, he was wide open. No one within even 7 yards of him. That was definitely a miscommunication on the defensive part.
Stepina at the 42. Milliken in a groove.
They're going to snap the ball real fast, try to keep the momentum going. That's
12 in motion's over.
That's where they find their success.
Kofita alone to the right. Stepina looking that way. Kofita makes the play. Spartan's corners. Luger have no answer.
And Kofita as well, a real tall receiver, a lot bigger than the guys defending him. The defenders were there for that one, but the ball was thrown high and he was able to come down with it.
6'2" frame gives you some room to work with. Milliken in a groove here. 2-minute drill, 56 seconds to go at the Spartans 42. Spartans need to make a play. Try to at least keep this game deadlocked going in the first half. Stepina takes the snap. Looking, throws it up, has a man. Ooh. Almost picked off there by Okiki. And a nice play by him to break it up. Stepina just sort of threw that one up. Trusting his receiver, or maybe a little too much.
Yeah, well, why not? It's first down, they're having success through the air. Why not try to get something downfield and get the score quick? There is 40 seconds, which is a decent amount of time, but you don't want to play around when the quarter winding down. You want to get that ball in the end zone as fast as possible.
Stepina, 2nd and 10 from the Spartans 32.
You got to know it's pass.
It's all going to be pass as Stepina has lead love open yet again. Down to the 32, rather down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Jalen Cruz kind of fell asleep on that play right there. He's eyeing the quarterback, making sure he's not going to roll out, and he was the receiver was able to sneak behind him and make that play going towards the sideline.
With the Spartan defense reeling a little bit here in the 2-minute drill, Aurora takes a timeout. So Milliken in full swing, full go.
And
who can come through? Who can come through here to sort of keep this game tied? Because Stepina, this no huddle here at this drive, where Spartans seem gassed.
You want to see the linebackers make plays on this one, and they're definitely falling back, trying to cover a lot more for the pass. But where they found their success earlier was pressuring the quarterback, making him make these split 6-second decisions, making him get the ball out of his hands.
Is that what's giving Lead Love room? The fact that the Spartans defense is sort of falling back, sort of playing almost a prevent defense that's giving him room underneath?
Well, yeah, it definitely benefits Lead Love. I mean, he's going to make the play. He's a big guy. The short passes are there for him no matter what. So they're going to want to make sure that Stepina makes these quicker decisions, maybe so he doesn't have the time or the consciousness to throw to Lead Love.
With about 35 yards here on the drive, Lead Love, a highlight target player here. Stepina, 32 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the Spartans 22. 10-10 Aurora Milliken.
Lead Love off the field on this play.
Who comes up big? Kofita to the right.
Excuse me, no, he's
Stepina looking that way. Brings him down for the sack. Anthony Dory coming free.
I swear they can hear me from up here in the booth. The pressure was on that one, able to make the sack, and that's where they're going to find their success. Stopping this passing game is getting to the quarterback right away before he can make a decision.
Big play by Dory. Stepina wasting no time. Looking,
almost looking,
trying to make something out of it. Throws it up. And also broken up.
Threw that one into traffic
there by Okiki.
Threw it into traffic. Definitely took a risk on that play. That was an interception opportunity.
Right there by De La Cruz.
Nobody able to come up with that ball. Definitely a close call. 3 seconds left here.
3 seconds to go. 3rd and 21. And Milliken will attempt to kick the ball.
We're going to try a real long field goal here.
What about a 50-yarder? It'd be interesting to see if Volper can make this one.
50-yard field goal. That's
not something you see right in the half. Not something you see collegiate kickers making often. A 50-yard field goal.
They're going to ice him.
Aurora trying to get into his head a little bit.
Very handy.
interesting decision to go for the field goal instead of perhaps a Hail Mary or some kind of a seam route.
Well, their offense definitely kind of fell asleep there in the last 2 or 3 plays. Not able to get the plays that they were looking for, and they have faith in their kicker. I'm going to be interested to see what
I mean, they
can do.
clearly have faith in him if it's 50. You want a 50-yard field goal from a college kicker. I mean, if he makes it, all the more credit to him. I'm not going to criticize. I'm not criticizing right now. Volpert gets to show off his leg, or we get to go into, at the end of the first half, tied. 10-10. Aurora and Milliken here at Vago Field. 3 seconds to go. Milliken will attempt a 50-yard field goal by Chase Volpert coming out of this timeout. It hasn't been a bad played game by both sides.
Going into the half, tie at 10 is something the Spartans would be comfortable with. Rogers is going to go ahead and look at the numbers and understand the mistakes he's made, able to make the throws he was unable to make.
Some adjustments. Milliken bluffing themselves, and they'll go for it. Stapina throws it up. Spartans trying to make a play on it. They'll bat it down. And that's the end of the first half. Spartans go into the half tied 10-10 against Milliken here at Vago Field. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. I'm Robert Zagoti with my partner AJ Fabris, bringing you this non-conference matchup, and we'll have a quick first half cap. Rather, we won't have a quick first half cap, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the second half in about 10 to 15 minutes.